I'm going to let you chat. If that's okay, I'll ask you a couple questions. These amazing ladies can hear from you, and then we'll let you get back to your very busy day. So
Thank you.
if you can tell everyone, Elizabeth is another one of my clients who I absolutely adore working with. And I'm hoping she can share a little bit, like just a bit of your background, what things were like for you before you came to the course, what they're like now, and maybe I'll ask you a couple questions or open it up for everyone to ask you a couple questions if they have them, and we won't take up more than like 10 minutes of your time.
That's actually perfect. I appreciate it. And thanks for being flexible with this. Like this has been one of those weeks where I had a plan and like it just that plan went out the window, but it's a much better thing. So, my name's Elizabeth. I am a GRB, so small business, but bigger small businesses, account executive at Salesforce, working predominantly with healthcare companies. And so like all kinds of healthcare companies, we don't specialize in my segment of the business. So providers, pharma, med tech, you name it, pretty much anything. If it falls into healthcare, we take care of it. I had Miami my first 2 years, which has been a very heavily worked patch. This year I shifted to a local territory, which is really awesome to have accounts where I live and not the norm, and tech companies. So it's really cool, but also nobody's really worked it, and it came with a lot of challenges, which is how I have been like glued to all things Heather to just make myself better and get my skills more refined. And just I had to like relearn how to sell, I guess I should say.
Well, Elizabeth is a perfect example of like just doing the work. Like I can't think of anyone that's done the work better than you. She just like digs in and goes after it, and it's amazing to watch. If you guys are connected with her on LinkedIn, you see some of her posts, which I adore. I think the very first email message I ever sent you was, I love your pink hair. She
Yeah.
had, she had pink hair, and I was like, I wanted to do that my whole career as a seller and was like too nervous. I'm like, this lady has it going on. I love it. So, Elizabeth, what did you find helpful? Like, what's changed things for you? What was the most helpful stuff that we covered?
So I think okay, so I think I'm gonna divide this two ways. One, just for finding my process and getting really systematic with it. I think I was a little bit doing it, but I never really thought to like actually make a real system and templates and all those things. And then know your numbers, like it makes so much sense. But like until you have somebody like work with you and break it down how you did. And even just the other day how we met to like, okay, end of fiscal year, what do we have that's firm? What do we have that's squishy? And like finding that happy place. So I'd say that's the one piece. But then the other side is I really needed to learn, like there's not very many people in Salesforce who have a local territory that isn't a hub, right? Like if you're at like a sales like Toronto, Atlanta, San Francisco, like by an office, yeah, there's people with local territories. But where I'm remote and have a local territory, that's not the norm. We weren't really taught how to like nobody knows how to sell like in this capacity, because it is a lot different. And so just being able to work with you, share my ideas of how do I get more connected in the community and things like that, because it is a whole new way of selling. um that's why I was like, I felt like I had support in trying to figure out how do I sell in a local territory. I actually, my one-on-one this week with my boss, he went like, he spent like 5 to 10 minutes just saying how grateful he is. So he's noticed the coaching, like he knew I was doing it obviously, but like, he's like, you just keep digging in. You've probably had it the hardest. Like we thought in local territory would be an easy shift, but we didn't, but he noticed like you're doing a lot better. You're not just spinning your wheels, you're actually progressing deals and you're getting solid deals. So he's definitely noticed.
Awesome. That's new to me. I didn't know that. Congratulations. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Because like I said, like Elizabeth did the work, and everyone that shows up in the class, I try to say this, I might not teach you anything new. Like I am not here to teach you some new improved discovery. I'm here to help you tighten up your game. And you're
Right.
a perfect example of that. You knew what you were doing. She said a million times, she's like, why didn't I think of this before? Because I knew this. It's just an observer, someone outside of the situation helping guide you. Do you have any metrics you can share? Was there anything that like happened for you that you can share
Yeah.
with us?
So for the first time ever, I have a list of opportunities I need to pipe. Like this has been an amazing weekend. It's our end of quarter. And so I literally have like opportunities I need to pipe. I think I have like 20 activities I still need to plug in. I'm like, when am I going to do this? But it's because I have so many like great in-person things that are happening. So I'm like, I know we have to do the admin work, but I'll get to it. My ACV has doubled since we started, and I think you and I started in July. My ACV doubled since then. My pipeline, I don't even really know how to say how that went up because most of my stuff was aspirational before just to hit the pipeline metrics, and now I have legit solid deals that I'm working through. So I would say not only do I have legit deals and not aspirational, it's probably like 4x. I know I probably should know that better, but I'm pretty sure it's like four, like I have, and don't even have to pipe those deals because I'm already like 3x what they want us to be for pipeline this quarter. So I could save
Amazing.
them if I wanted to.
Amazing. I am so impressed. Well, I know you have a meeting to get to, and you very generously shared some time with us. So
I
I'll
want to
say,
give one more thing. Can I say one more
go
thing?
for it. Yes, ma'am.
So I think it was the main thing that I reminded myself all the time when I did the class is that because it is a lot, and you don't have to do everything like work through the class as you do it, but it's like you just do a little bit, like every day, just progress a little bit. Like, what's one thing different I can do? Don't get overwhelmed with I have to do all the things. And then once you get that one little thing mastered, then okay, what's the next thing I can master? I'm still learning, but like I haven't applied it how and like think about ways to apply it. So like, and it can be a lot. And she isn't teaching anything that's like outrageous or 100 ways to be the best AE. Like it's literally what you need to know. But she like breaks it down in a way that's like this makes so much sense. And it's not product focused, which is amazing for me because like we get product focused selling tips all the time. So yeah, the main thing I wanted to say is take it one day at a time. It all comes together full circle. Like when you and I first started talking when I did this master class, I was literally telling you like I was looking at jobs to switch to operations because I was like, I don't know if I'm cut out for sales. And now I'm like, heck no, I'm not switching. I love this.
Amazing. It breaks my heart when women say that. And you were one of them where I'm like, no, well, let's just try this first and see how it goes because you were meant for sales. So
I
awesome.
love
Well,
it.
thank you so much for
Thank
sharing. It's so
you.
kind of you to do this. Good luck with your meeting.
Thank
And I'll see you
you.
on our next one-on-one. Okay.
Of course. Thank you. Bye,
All
everybody.
right. Take care.